Konnichiwa, minaboku wa Jeremy desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's been a while, like weeks, since I've been posting videos, not even like live ones, but more so from Fan Expo, not Fan Expo, the other one, International Fan Fest. I'm getting my conventions all mixed up. So this year, I have done Fan Expo Vancouver and International Fan Fest in Toronto, which if you've watched the videos, you've seen them all, they're all up now. And I've done a lot of stuff this year, and I have not been here. Like, I haven't been here doing the video recaps of what's been going on, and I kind of miss doing it, so I think it's about time that we revisited some of the things. And today I'm going to talk about one of the first events that we did, we being myself, my brother, and my mom, and my little brother, actually, earlier this year. So in January, my brother and I, Daniel, and I went to the, how did we do it? We went to the Kamloops airport and flew to Calgary. Then we flew from Calgary to Las Vegas, where my little brother lives. He has a condo there. And we met my mom and my stepdad, Michael, and we all stayed at my little brother's condo. And we were there for, I don't think it was fully a week. I think it was like 5 days. Maybe it was a week. I don't remember. It's we're only 4.5 months late here. So, but we went to Las Vegas, and it was really nice. I saw my mom actually recently in September of last year. She came down to Kamloops after like a 9-year absence from coming here to Kamloops. And so we went to Vegas, and the plan was we were going to take Mom to go and see Celine Dion, and because I've never seen her in concert. My mom saw her back when she first started, and my mom's the reason that I'm a big Celine Dion fan, and obviously it happened. We went and saw Celine's show, her residency in Las Vegas, which just happened to be the final show, and hopefully I can do this and you'll be able to see. So the names of the songs that she did. So this is one of those tour shirts. I don't have very many tour specific shirts of different singers and performers I've seen. I have like an Aqua one from last October, Celine Dion. I saw Lady Gaga, but I didn't get any apparel from her concert. And I saw Panic at the Disco, which I do have a hoodie from. Who else have I seen? Kotoko. Was that Anime Revolution? A lot. Anyway, so we went and saw Celine, and that was one of the biggest highlights of it. Aside from seeing my mom and Michael and stuff, of course, and my little brother Steven. And thank you, Steven, for putting up with us for like as long as you did. But it was fun. It was interesting, and it rained most of the time, which is odd for Las Vegas, I think. But we still had a great time. We went to Fremont Street, I think the first night we were there, and it was raining, pouring rain, but Fremont Street has like a cover on it. It's like a giant screen, and only part of it was working because of the rain. But it's a really neat atmosphere. Kind of like, I've been watching a lot of Murder, She Wrote lately, and I know this is a weird reference, but anytime there's a story done in like New Orleans and stuff, kind of reminded me of that sort of a feel. There's a weird restaurant there where they make you wear a hospital gown because it's called the Heart Attack Grill, and if you can eat over a 300-pound steak or something like that, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what it is, but you get to eat for free. I something like that. But rumor has it that they've carried people out of there on stretchers before. That's scary. There were people that were ziplining overhead. My mom, I don't remember if she did do it or not. I think she did. She's gone ziplining before. I don't know if I could ever personally go ziplining because I have a fear of heights. You know, I flew there, and that's in and of itself is being in heights, but still. So we went to Fremont Street. We were in and out of hotels, and the one thing that I forgot about Las Vegas, as much as I love it, I love the atmosphere of it. It is totally my style of town. I'm a city boy at heart. I grew up in Calgary initially. I love big city atmospheres, the people, just everything in Vegas has it all. But in Vegas, they allow you to smoke anywhere. And so you walk into the casinos and you're immediately accosted by this like whoosh of just a wall of smoke. And I ended up getting stuffed up from it and getting like a cold from it. Oh, it was brutal. So that sucked. But it was still, I don't know, I loved it. I love the atmosphere. Going into the casinos, I'm one of those people that can go into a casino and not spend much money. I don't think I actually gambled at all on this trip, which is amazing. Last time I was there, which was 10 years ago in 2009, I didn't gamble. I only gambled $5 that my boss gave me because it was a work trip, and I was going to see Cher that night, and he didn't think he was going back to Caesar's Palace, and didn't win anything anyway. But just walking through the casinos, watching my mom and my stepdad and my little brother and my other brother play, it was fun. So we hit the Strip, and last time I was there, I only went to, what was it? The one that has the huge fountain in front of it. I should know the name of it because that fountain belongs to me. They don't realize it yet. Bellagio. And then Caesar's Palace, which is still my favorite hotel. But this, and MGM Grand, I went in that one last time too, and I stayed at the Jockey Club, which is still there. This time, I also got to go to the Luxor, which is the pyramid one, with the light that you can allegedly see from space. The Excalibur, I did Excalibur last time too, which is the castle one, really like that one as well. Dick's, Dirty Dick's or Dick's something house. We didn't go to it, but we went past it. I think it was closed at the time, but you get these hats and they make all these like horrible sayings and stuff on it. Enjoyed the fountain, and it was so funny because there was this lady, a British lady, and they were playing the Star Spangled Banner, and the fountain was doing its thing, and she's like, I am so disappointed because that was absolutely not Luciano Pavarotti or Andrea Bocelli. And then no sooner does she say that, and then Time to Say Goodbye by Sarah Brightman and Andrea Bocelli starts playing, and she was just absolutely beside herself. She was completely chuffed that they had it on there, so that was amazing. And last time I was there, I heard Time to Say Goodbye. They're doing a lot of Lady Gaga songs now because she's doing a residency there. She's doing 2 shows, actually. One time during the week she's doing her regular songs, and the other it's more jazzy stuff, kind of Tony Bennett style, like from that era of her albums and stuff. So didn't see her, but I saw her in Vancouver in August of last year. Or was it the year before? It was the year before. Gosh, I'm getting my dates mixed up. Anyway, another warning I have for people: if you do go to Las Vegas and you see the showgirls walking around in like their big glitzy things, or you see people dressed up like there was a Bumblebee from Transformers, some of the entertainers and stuff there, they're like, hey, you want to get a picture and stuff, then they expect you to pay them. Now I understand that, but the girls that I got a picture with were kind of, I don't know, they're like, we do this for tips, and we do ask that you be nice and give us like $20 or $30 or $40. I'm like, really? So that was a little bit rough. And then there was this other lady that came along, and she was selling, I don't have it up here. Oh, maybe I do. She had like these beads and a necklace, and she conned me out of some money from it, and I don't know. I'm so gullible. It's ridiculous. So my mom's like, no, don't do that, and you can take these back. Yeah, it was kind of funny. So just be careful if you go down the Strip. One other thing that I did, which is hilarious, is I had little Anime Revolution cards, and I really wish I would have thought about this, but I have them right here. So they look like this, Annie Revo cards, and there's like a QR code that you can scan on the back and check it out. So I had some with me, and now at nighttime Vegas is known for people going around and advertising strip clubs and stuff. So they'll hand out these cards about these things, and so I decided that I went up to this guy, or we were walking by this guy, and he's like, hey, you boys want to go to a strip club? Because it was myself and my brothers. My mom's knees were bothering her, so she and Michael were at a casino. And I said, okay, well, I'll take one of your cards if you take one of mine. And I gave him one of the AR ones, so that was funny. My brother's like, I can't believe that you just did that. When in Vegas, right? So that was fun. And let's see. Oh, Mandalay Bay, that's another one we went to as well, too, because I hadn't been to that one before. Next time I go to Vegas, and there will be a next time, I want to go on the other part of the Strip, and like Circus and all that kind of stuff, because I've always wanted to go to that one, and just didn't get a chance to. Vegas is huge, and there's a lot of walking that you do. But anyway, we went and saw Celine Dion, and her concert was amazing. Her facial expressions are just so funny. Absolutely love her. She sang a song that was a cover of John Farnham's, oh my gosh, Raise Your Voice, or You're the Voice. And I loved it so much that I ended up making a parody of it for International Fan Festival, which you can kind of see on one of the other videos that I've done in my concert or at the opening ceremonies as well. So I did that, but the concert was amazing. She's such a good performer. She sang My Heart Will Go On. You're not supposed to record video while it's going on, but I kind of was sneaky, and I did for the last song. It was amazing. She had water effects around her. Exactly what I want, aquatechnics. Never mind pyrotechnics, I want aquatechnics. And then we did a lot of the Strip. We went to Hoover Dam, which scared the shit out of me. I don't do heights, like I said, and I was terrified the whole time. So it was really windy and stuff too. And I kind of feel bad the way I acted. I was just terrified. It was one of those things where I think my fear was getting the best of me. But then we went to like this hotel casino type thing afterwards, and we were going to eat there, but then there was a lot of issues. I don't know, it was just a weird day. And then we went to the Haunted Mansion, Zach Bagan's Haunted Mansion. If you guys have ever seen Ghost Adventures, got this shirt there, of course, too. This place is absolutely amazing. I totally love the paranormal, and it's an old mansion, and he's got a collection of so many weird things. He's got Dr. Kevorkian's van in there where a lot of murders and dismemberments took place. He's got there's a room of dead celebrity memorabilia, and one of the probably weirdest things, I guess, that creeped me out the most was the actual death scene photo of Chris Farley. Lots of blood. It was unsettling. There were like 3 rooms of clowns. Like there's a hallway of these people-sized clowns that you have to walk through, and you're literally like this much room, so you're touching them. Nothing happened while I was there. Nothing jumped out and stuff, but they had these beautiful dioramas of like these old style circuses from like probably the 1900, 1940s, I don't know, but they moved and stuff, and I totally up my alley. I loved it. Some people find that really creepy. I love it. There was a room with a doll, and I forget what her name is, but there was an EVP box in there, or not EVP, the one that goes through the radio, ghost box, I think it's called, spirit box. And so you go in there, and there's this doll, and if you look her in the eyes, allegedly people have gotten nauseous from it, keeled over, not died, but like gotten sick. Bela Lugosi's mirror is there. You get to look inside of there as well and see if you see something coming at you. I didn't, but it's like you're staring your own mortality. They had people that were like actors and stuff, like little people, which was so amazing. And they were so good at what they did. And this one lady, she was so tiny, and she was talking about gypsies and stuff, and they had this huge gypsy caravan in there, and I loved that too. I just wish there was more time to actually see things and experience it, but they kind of move you along pretty quick, because there's a lot to see, and it's like an hour and something. They had this one part just after the celebrity room. They take you into this area where there's like a lot of dead animals, so taxidermy. And my little brother was standing beside me because we were the first ones to get into it, and all of a sudden, like the tour guide gets you to face her, and all of a sudden this false wall opens up, and he goes, my little brother is like running, and he goes behind her and stuff. I was just laughing. Takes you to the middle of the house, and it's such a neat place. If you ever get a chance to go, it's fairly expensive, and they make you sign a waiver. It's like a really big thing. It says that they're not responsible if you get injured there by things scratching you, spiritual attachments. If you take them home with you, they're not responsible for that kind of a thing. Every once in a while, Zach Bagans himself will continue on with the tour. He wasn't there when we went, unfortunately, but it was still great. He even has one of those fortune teller things, if you remember from the movie Big with Tom Hanks, except it's Zach Bagans inside of it, and it talks, and yeah, it's a working fortune. It's pretty neat, and that's what they start the tour with. What else was there in there? Oh, the Dybbuk box. Now the Dybbuk box is this thing. It's a Jewish thing that contains a spirit, a malicious spirit inside of it. And this box sits inside of a case with salt all around it. And one of the tour guides, the lady that had originally taken us through like the celebrity part and the taxidermy and all that kind of stuff, because you get different tour guides throughout, she had been taking a group in there a couple of weeks before, and she had closed the door behind them, and this box sits in the middle of the room, and again it's in an encasement with salt all around it, and the people that she was with were in front of her completely. She was facing it, and something pushed her from behind, and she did a face plant into the case, which is freaky shit. So, but those stories are just the things that I love to, like, I don't know, to me it's just amazing, all that kind of stuff. So nothing happened while I was there. My mom felt some stuff, my little brother kind of felt some stuff. I didn't, which I was kind of sad about, but at the same time I just loved being there. It was such a great ambiance and so much fun. We went to the Pinball Museum in Vegas as well too, and that was just so much fun. Brought back a lot of nostalgia from when my family owned the go-kart track here in Kamloops, and that's how I got to know my current boss at the Fun Factor, because they supplied us with games, and they even had some of the older games that we used to have in our arcade there, which are long gone now, like Black Hole and Gladiator and just a bunch of them, Flash I think, and even just arcade games and other really neat ones. They have like the first stand-up pinball machine I've ever seen. Like when I say stand-up pinball, I mean like the games, like, you know, an arcade regular game system, but the pinball was like in it instead of like a TV screen. It was neat. I loved it. My little brother played it and had fun with it, and we did so much. I got to go to a mall, of course, because I'm a mall enthusiast. I love that. And they had a little anime store there, which was neat. Didn't buy anything, but yeah, it was such a fun trip. And I loved that we got to go to see Celine, and we got to go see Caesar's Palace again. And the fountain is still there with the animatronics that tell the story of the fall of Atlantis. It's got the water and pyrotechnics. And it's just amazing. It's inside Caesar's Palace, so if you get a chance to see it, I highly recommend it. The day we went and saw Celine, it wasn't really raining much. It rained most of the rest of the time that we were there, though. And I'm just trying to think of what else we did. We hung out at the house a lot. We went out and did a lot of walking on the Strip. Again, Fremont Street. There's this other part of Fremont Street, well, just past it, and it's a place like a community gathering area, park, made out of those, what do you call them? It's a huge metal box. I think they're called big box. I don't know, it's a big metal boxes that they use for shipping containers and stuff, and people have built buildings out of them. And they all kind of just encased this park, and there was some kind of festival going on during the day. There was some really neat artwork that was made out of metal nearby that as well. And I don't know, it's such an amazing experience. We saw a hotel that has a water slide that goes through a shark tank, obviously that's completely enclosed. You don't want to go down a water slide with sharks chasing you. But, no, I can't say enough about it. And every water fountain in Las Vegas belongs to me. I mean, that goes without saying. Come on, people. Come on. So, oh yeah, there's another mall that we went to on the Strip, which I had never known was there before. Actually, two malls on the Strip. And every time we have to leave, like, my mom and I get pretty emotional. Daniel doesn't seem to. Steven seems okay, but Mom and I are very linked in that way and always upset, and I was crying, kind of, and that's just normal for us. But my mom and Mike were only supposed to stay around the same time as we were, but they ended up staying 7 weeks, I think, 6 or 7 with Steven, and they loved it, though, and I think I'm really glad that they had a good time. So, yeah, and that's our trip to Vegas in a nutshell. I'm sure there's stuff that I missed. Positive there probably is. But if you go to Vegas, again, my high recommendation is check out the shows. I love going to the shows. Check out the free stuff. Walk through the buildings. Take in just everything. You're allowed to smoke pot, cigarettes. People are walking around with booze. Day and night are completely, literally, like they always say that, it's like completely day and night. Well, the life on the Strip is completely like day and night. Like during the day it's one thing, filled with tourists. At nighttime it is too, but it's mostly partiers and drunk people and people having fun and people that are like trying to take you for what they can, and strip show people that are trying to get you to go to these clubs. And I don't know, it was just, it's an experience. Oh, I know what else I forgot. The M&M store and the Coca-Cola store. Finally got to go to those. Now, the M&M store has 4 floors, and there's a car on the top level. There's even one level where there's like a little hovel, like my hovel, but it's a lot bigger than that. And there's different colors of M&Ms all around it, and you can make up your own grab bag of them. Like literally all rainbow colors. Of each one is its own color, and just amazing. How do you have 4 floors worth of M&M memorabilia and apparel and just things that you can buy? Like it, but it's there. The Coca-Cola store surprisingly was smaller. It was 2 floors, but still lots of stuff there. And I got to have my peach Coke, which I got in Vancouver too. And I'm just so happy that it's back. Katina, shout out to you, Katina. She got me some just in case it's not still there when I go in for August. And I've had, actually just recently found out that there's Pepsis. I'll just mention this really quick. And I tried them, Pepsi Berry and Pepsi Mango. They both taste exactly the same to me, I'll just tell you that right now. And the taste is like, if you go to 7-Eleven, specifically 7-Eleven, and you have the Pepsi Slurpee mixed with the cream soda Slurpee, it's the aftertaste of the 2 of them together. And when I say that to people, they're like, oh, you know what's creepy is I actually know exactly what you're talking about. So apparently mixing cream soda and the Pepsi, or cream soda and the Coke, or just mixing slushies was not just me being weird as a kid. Not as weird as I thought. Maybe there's a lot of other people that are just as weird as me. I can take it. So yeah, it was great. I should probably just look at this and I'll tell you the actual song list. I'm going to wear the shirt backwards. So, Celine opened with The Power of Love, and then she went to That's the Way It Is, I'm Alive, Because You Love Me, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, Beauty and the Beast, Pour que tu m'aimes encore, You're the Voice, Ashes, which was the song from Deadpool 2. All By Myself, At 17, A New Day Has Come, Unison, To Love You More, Kiss, and Purple Rain, both by Prince originally, Love Can Move Mountains, River Deep, Mountain High, and My Heart Will Go On. So Celine is, of course, finishing her Las Vegas residency, I think this month or next, and then she's going on a world tour, which I've got to try to find tickets for in Vancouver, but that's on the second leg, and they haven't gone up yet. But it's also in celebration of her new album, which I think is called Courage, and coming out this fall. Lots of new stuff coming, and I got more videos coming because this one's really long, and that's just the Vegas show. I haven't even talked about IFF or the other stuff that's going on. So, I will see you guys soon in another video, although my laptop crapped out, so I don't even know how I'm going to edit this one properly. Not that I edit, I just kind of like paste them together, so I'm doing my best. Anyway, thank you for sitting through this incredibly long video. I'm going to be doing a Q&A one, I think, pretty soon. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, feel free to message me in the comments below. You can also email me, jeremyandrosoff@gmail.com. You can message me through YouTube. You can... Yeah, probably just those ways would be good. Comments, email, whatever. And I'll keep mentioning it. I'll compile questions and we'll go from there. So I will be selective of certain things, of course. If you get too personal, I won't answer them. So I'm just letting you know. But if you just want my general opinion on certain things, go for it. And Sailor Stars is coming out in English for the first time ever, officially, in June. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. So anyway, okay, that's it. This is very long. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Jamatane.